progressivism is a societal cancer. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Freedom Alternative. It's been a few days of absence. Well, it's been a complicated last week. But anyway, as I reported last week in this video, non-leftist supporters of the sexual tolerance cause organized a gay pride event called Pride Järva in the Muslim-dominated areas of the Swedish capital, Stockholm. And as I predicted in that video, the press has been utterly silent about the event. A few notes here and there in the alternative Swedish language media, and that's it. No mainstream coverage and no coverage in English. But before I say anything else, let's just watch some footage from the parade courtesy of Jonas Ström and the right-wing publication Pride Järva.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Jättebra!
As you've seen in the footage, aside from the fact that some of the footage looks like being shot in Pakistan or South Africa, you saw that things went relatively peacefully. Aside from the expected Allahu Akbars and a few shouts of faggots and fucking faggots from the passerbys, the parade proceeded without noticeable or mentionable incidents. However, something did happen that the press is utterly silent about. I said in the previous video that this topic, that the far left was also organizing a counter-parade to Pride Järva. Well, they did, and they ended up being beaten and abused by their diverse friends. Pride Järva writes, a number of mainstream LGBT activists also went into the suburbs to demonstrate against the alternative Pride Parade. An hour and a half later, after Pride Järva had concluded its event, one of them was beaten in the Husby Center when the activists were heading home. Quote, there was a brawl in the Husby Center, an incident over which a complaint has been filed for assault and incitement to racial hatred, says Eva Nilsson. Now, Pride Järva assumes that we know who Eva Nilsson is. Well, Eva Nilsson describes herself on Twitter as a co-author of the book Suomen Somalit, that is Finnish Somalis, and she says that she's into political economy, Africa, post-colonialism, acts for justice, democracy, and dignity. So, we know she's a sweetie. Jan Schunesson, the organizer of Pride Järva, was allowed space on the pages of Aftonbladet, and Jan also laments on his own blog that the media doesn't say anything about the only violent incident that occurred last Wednesday in which the far leftist establishment and the diversity were involved. Now, I have to admit that I am a bit surprised that no violence occurred, although this can also be explained by the fact that they did have a strong police presence and the parade itself had no more than 30 people, as can be seen in the footage. On the other hand, I'm not surprised at all that violence did occur when the leftists show up. Violence is and has always been part of the left's arsenal to enforce tolerance and openness. The far-left group Expo in Sweden, or earlier in history G8 or G8, have quite a history of conducting their activism by initiating violence. So yeah, this was essentially everything I could gather in the aftermath of the event. It seems that the leftists got all butthurt for nothing really. Just a bunch of folks with bizarre clothing and a flag took a walk. I didn't see any of the, quote, racism, idiocy and display of white privilege that the left kept alleging it would occur. Who would have thought? The left was wrong. Again. So yeah, this was essentially everything that did happen. So yeah, a lot of noise for nothing, really. So don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter at Freedom Alternate. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.